Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we are doing a video that is long overdue. It is a filming room tour, and it was requested in one of my declutter videos 6 months ago, a year ago. I never got around to doing it, and what's funny is we're actually getting ready to pack up the house so that we can move in about 2 weeks because Luke has purchased a house about 7 minutes away from here, and I just looking at my room and how it's set up and the things that I have surrounding me on a daily basis when I film, I wanted to share it with you guys. I know that we do a couple of videos like shopping my stash and we go through the drawers, but this time I'm gonna go a little more in depth into just how everything's set up in the room, in the space. Now, before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below, hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. But if you wanna see how I have my room set up and what I look at on a daily basis while I'm filming, just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so I've promised a filming room tour since it was asked, and I just never found a right time. I always thought that it was always a work in progress, but we're getting ready to move, and this is what my filming room right now looks like. And there's still half a room to this space, but that half is Luke's desk. And I'm not going to violate his privacy because we do split the filming room with the office. Now this view isn't ideal, but this is from the direction of Luke's desk. And this is the back of my filming room setup. Now the stuff over in this area right here, these are like spare photos for the backdrop. I switch them out once in a while, but I haven't found a place to store them. Now the new house, there's definitely a spot for those to go, but this is from an outsider's view looking into my filming space. Now I do love my filming room because it's just my space. It's somewhere that I can kind of relax and have made my own. And when you guys see me sitting in this chair and the desk set up, you only see this part. And you don't even see all of it. There's still stuff in the top right here that kind of gets cut out because of my zoom and video capabilities and how close it's set up. But I think when we get to the new place, because I don't have to split my filming room with the desk, I will be able to kind of expand the area and not have it so close. So my backdrop will be a little more in view. Now, everything that I have in here, like these drawers, I will try and link down below. I know that I've been asked what I use to store my items. Like these bookshelves I got at IKEA, and it was actually a recommendation of one of my subscribers to put my eyeshadow palettes in bookshelves, and it's been a lifesaver. They're so organized and so easy to maintain. Now, of course, I do have a bed for Sochu because sometimes she's nice and comes and hangs out with me. But when I'm talking about my eyeshadow palettes and how nicely they are set up, it is really quite beautiful to see the organization. Now, on top of my bookshelves, I do have this skincare fridge that Luke got for me for Christmas one year. I don't know that you guys want to see what's inside of there, but we'll take a quick peek. It's not super organized, but I do have some of my night creams, serums, eye creams, a spray that doesn't want to stand up because it's too tall, and then some face masks. One of my eye creams that I really like, I'm almost out of. But this has been such a life changer. Even, what is this, the gua sha? I think that's what it's called. I'll keep that in here in its storage container. It feels so good when it's cool. And then I'll put serum on my face and just smooth that around to tighten some areas that I don't like so much. Now, along with my skincare fridge, do have a couple mirrors. I have a couple more behind me. And then a couple like packages that I kept Like these ones from Anastasia Beverly Hills are super glittery and beautiful. And then of course this palm tree I got for one of their summer releases. So that just sits over here, as well as the Charlotte Tilbury, what was this, the advent calendar this past year. This used to have my Stila glitters in here, and I like it because it rotates around, but I have since moved them somewhere else and I haven't figured out what to put in there. And then this light I actually picked up when I lived in Japan, and I just haven't decided if I'm keeping it or not, so I haven't put a light bulb in there. Huda Beauty lips. I love the lip kits, how they come in this packaging. It is so cute. And then my blue light glasses for my partnerships with Zlul, and then one of the headbands I wear when I'm putting my makeup on. Now, the view you guys always see. And I did pick up a couple pieces recently at HomeGoods, like this little plate right here, I think it's quartz. Really cute, and I put my candle on top of it. It does feel a little cluttered right now, so I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do. I feel like some of the things that I have behind me right now might be distributed a little bit more in the new filming room. And then I did pick up this geode, I think that's what it's called. It's really pretty, kind of has some mauve tones. I do keep some of my favorite palettes right here on the edge. I think I'm gonna actually store everything inside of a container because they do get pretty dusty with like powders and everything, and I don't want them damaged or ruined because of that. So those are probably going to end up in the bookshelf as well. And then same thing with my lipsticks and lip glosses and all of that. They're going to probably end up in the drawers. I really love this carousel. That might end up in one of the bathrooms because we have 3 in the new house, but I'm not completely sure. I do like having my stuff on display back here, but like I said, the powders, the setting spray, it kind of acts like hairspray on my products. So then trying to dust them, it's a lot when you have a lot of small items out. Now, if you just have a small bathroom or a small makeup collection, that might be perfect, but it's a lot to try and dust all those items off. And then I have a couple things in my backdrop. So like this little box right here, it's mother of pearl, I think it is. My grandmother gave that to me, as well as the little bunny next to it, and this milk glass container. So I've added and incorporated some of my favorite pieces that have been given to me over the years, whether it's from my grandmother or from friends. And then of course my little art pieces. And I have a couple other ones in the holidays, like Christmas time, I switch those out. But that's my backdrop. Let's dive into these drawers. Now, looking at the drawers, and you guys have been in these for like my Shop My Stashes. This first drawer is primers, and I know I need to declutter before we move, but there's just so many. There's some really good ones in here. There's some that not so much, and I need to get rid of, but I do like having choices. Then we have the bronzer drawer, and this I have bronzers, contours, a lot of my cream ones. Now there are the 2 drawers of highlighters, which I don't know why anyone needs that many highlighters. I feel like it's absurd, but I do have some favorites in here. Now we get into skincare. So I started to put my skincare in here, and then we found out we were moving. So some of it started to go in here, and then I kind of stopped. So, okay, like I only made it into 1 in this drawer, and then hair products, I think, yeah, all my dry shampoos and leave-in conditioners, stuff like that, because you gotta take care of your hair. Now, when we're talking about how my makeup is laid out, so like this first drawer is primers, then foundations and concealers, powders, bronzers, face palettes, blushes, highlighters right here, nothing except like skincare. Oh, actually no, loose glitters and pigments, and then blushes, and then lip products, shimmers and setting sprays, and then skincare right here. But we'll go and do a closer look. So this is foundations, this is concealers, and I do have a little divider here that I picked up off Amazon. There's actually a box of like, I think 10 or 12, but I'll link those down below, like I said. And then they're not separated by like high end and drugstore. They kind of were at one point, but I've since gotten away from that. And then face palettes, which I love some of these face palettes. These are all my Hourglass ambient lighting ones. NARS, We have some Charlotte Tilbury back here, Pat McGrath, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Benefit, quite a few good ones. Loose glitters, pigments. Oh my geez. These ones from Stila. These ones I actually forgot about. These are the ColourPop and Kathleen Lights collab when she did her Zodiac release. I had them stored in their packaging still, and I love the packaging so much, but I just wasn't using them because I kept forgetting about them. My MAC pigments in Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then my loose glitters, and there's just so many. Now we're into skincare, which I think most of the drawers are full-ish. And I think the bottom one is face masks, which, yeah, that's not even all my face masks. But I try and do self-care on Sundays. Bye. Okay, and then into my powders, which I know there's some that I need to declutter. I was just thinking about that earlier. Blushes, which, oh my goodness, I love some of these blushes. This one from Eloise, we were just talking about it in one of the comments about how it has been sold out, but once it comes back in stock, if you haven't picked it up, go definitely check it out. And then we get into lip glosses. I really like how I've organized this, where they're just kind of long plastic separators, and then they're, depending on the size of them, I'm able to put 2 high. And then all my like lip oils and Luxe lip glosses, my lipsticks. And there's some that don't fit in these little square pieces, but they survive in the back. Liquid lipsticks. So nice how they're organized. I do need another divider for the back, one that doesn't have like the separated pieces. This makes it so easy to store. Now, setting sprays, which I don't think you guys have really gone into the setting spray drawer. I don't really declutter this. And then shimmery body sprays and my glitter gels. Oh, and glitter dust. Now, this is the setup for filming. So these I actually just picked up. They're the new lighting system. And don't mind that sound, that was the printer. I don't know why it was spitting up. This little globe thing back here, that is So Choose Litter Box, which is a litter robot. It is a lifesaver. And then I just got this new like monitor mount where it's up off of my desk, and I also have a platform underneath it for my laptop, which is really nice. I also keep my brushes right here. I think I showed it to you guys in one of my previous videos. I keep some of my like setting mists and refresher sprays. And the drawers on the desk, they have some stuff, but not like, well, I say not a lot. So this is my mascaras, and I actually just reorganized this. So these are my high-end mascaras. These are my drugstore, my little tester sample sizes, miscellaneous, like my sharpeners and super glue, which who needs super glue in here? But just in case, you never know when you need it. I just recently moved my brow products in here, and then some interesting little tools that I use. Now, this drawer is where I keep the giveaway stuff, and I'm not going to open it all the way. This is products that I still need to try and test out that I've either purchased or received in subscription boxes. This is my eyelashes, and I don't use eyelashes like that anymore. But if I ever get a weird, like, I need to use eyelashes, I have plenty. And then hair tools, hairspray, that type of stuff. Pretty cut and dry. Now over here we have loose pigments, shadows, miscellaneous loose items. Oh, and the remote to my lights. And then the mirror that I always grab. This is just kind of like miscellaneous items. This is one of the makeup bags I always grab for like going to work or whatever if I need makeup. My hair stuff, brush cleaning tools, face wipes, which really it's just to clean the swatches off of my arms or hands. This is all of my brushes and tools that I need to go through. I really do. I don't need this many at all, but I do always give some away to my friends, like the ones that have never been used. More bags, and I know that I don't need this many. Some of them I really like because I, like when I travel and I need multiple, I have options. But then I also have like random miscellaneous things like Rudolph ears for Christmas. Bags and wigs that I've never worn. One thing I forgot to talk about on my desk, this tray for products that I use, I'll put them in here. That way I can easily go and type them up for videos so I don't forget what I have in that video. And then I do have this little container from, was it Impressions Vanity, for my sponge and my powder puff. But yeah, this is the filming room, you guys. I do like this setup, this minimalist setup. If you see, they're actually clamped onto my desk. So when I vacuum the room with Roomba, Roomba doesn't knock them over and launch them onto my desk, which actually happened before. But everything on the back of my desk is mounted, which makes it so nice. Okay, you guys, that is it for this filming room tour. I am so sorry it took so long for me to finally film and give you a tour around the space. Like I said, I do split this space with Luke because his office is set up here, as well as I split my space with Sochi, which I absolutely love having her up here because she'll nap and watch me do my makeup and just chill. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell for notifications of new videos. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Until my next video, you guys, bye. I'll see you in the next one.